Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to show you how to make these little gnomes. I think they're kind of cute, personally. How can you not like little gnomes? So stay tuned, grab some supplies. I will put a supply list right after this little clip, and come and craft with me. If you make some of these, I would love to see them. Jump on over to Facebook to my page, Krista's So Crafty. Upload your photos. I would love to see what you've made. All right, let's get right into it. Today I'm going to show you how to make a little gnome. So this is like a little, I don't know, just hang it up in your house, like a tree ornament, a gift tag, throw it on a gift. Anyways, I thought they were pretty cute, so I thought I would show you how to make them. You don't need a whole bunch of supplies. I was lucky that my husband, he's very handy. We had a tree come down in our yard a few years back, and he took the wood and he sliced it into these tiny little slivers of wood. And I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do with them. I've done some other crafts, but I had a whole bunch of these left, and I was like, what am I going to do with them? So I thought, well, these would be great bases for these little gnomes. So on the front you don't see it, but if you turn them over, there's a little wooden disc. Now, if you don't have a handy husband like mine, or you don't have a tree, and you want ones that are dry, because otherwise they can crack and stuff, but I do know that you can buy them on Amazon. I've seen them, or on Etsy if you go on there. But so any type of a round object will work. I don't even know what else you could use, but use your imagination. Actually, plastic canvas would even work. If you were to cut out like an oval out of plastic canvas, or even a tiny piece of cardboard, that would work as well. So I'm going to use these wooden pieces of wood. You're going to need some felt. Now, for this little guy, I just used the felt for the top of his hat. You could use material, but you'd want something that's pretty stiff, I guess. So I felt that felt was the best way to go. So a piece of felt. You're going to need some fun fur. Now, I bought this from our Fabric Land. It's our local fabric store. I got fuzz flying everywhere here. But I believe if you look at the dollar stores, especially around Christmas time or just before Christmas, you might be able to find some. Walmart usually carries them. Michael's. It's just little fun fur, okay? You're going to need some cord for the handles. Now I just used some hemp cord. This is just something that I'd purchased at Walmart. It's hemp cord, comes in 3 different colors, and I'm just using the black. So what else do you need? Some sort of decoration for his hat. Now, I didn't have any Christmas stuff, so I had these. Hopefully you can see these. I had these little tiny kind of sequiny beads, and I thought they would be kind of cute, so I'm going to use those. That's those. And then you need something for his nose. Now, most gnomes, if you see any gnomes, they always have such a big nose. So I had an old necklace that I had taken apart, and so I'm going to use the beads. Now, you can buy little wooden balls and use those. I don't know, you could even use a gumball, I guess, if you wanted. Anyways, just find something round. Gnomes are gnomes. You can make them how you like them. All right, so let's get started here. So the first thing we're going to need to do is trace a circle so we can make our little gnome hat. And this is my fancy circle that I'm going to use for this. This is the perfect size for these little guys. It's just a Tetley tea container. Just find something that's, 3 inches across type thing, and use that. So all I did is I placed it on here. I just used a black Jiffy marker and traced around it. Now we're just going to take a pair of scissors and cut around. Now you don't have to worry about the lines, because the lines will be on the inside. So I just cut on the outside of the circle. So just cut around your circle. Try trying to do this as quick as possible here. All right. So once you have your circle cut out, what you need to do is you need to take it and with the felt marker up, facing up, fold your circle in half. Okay. And then what I did is I just took my scissors and I just cut right down the middle. So this will actually give you 2 gnome hats. And so when we go to make the hat, you're going to fold it so that the felt marker part is on the inside and then you won't even see it. With the felt marker side facing up, what we're going to do is we're going to hot glue our little strings onto the felt. I just put a little strip of glue right in the middle of the half circle there, and then just take your string and take your 2 ends and meet them up, and then I just kind of squished them in there like that. Just kind of work the glue so it's there. Okay, the next step is we're going to take and we're going to put some glue on the left side of the half circle. Okay, so it's going to be on this side here. Just run a small bead of glue, and you can even go a little bit over top of your string if you want to make sure, but really once that glue dries, it is not going to come apart. So then what I did is I took the felt on my right side and I folded it down, and then bring the left side up and around, and I kind of took it so that the glue, I made sure that the glue was going on the outside of the felt. Hopefully this is making sense. And just push it together. You're making like a little cone. Okay, and there you go. There's a little hat. Okay, so now we can set that aside. And like I said, you have enough to make 2. So we might as well make 2, being as we have them going here. So again, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in the middle, take my string, and run it, place it on the glue, okay, just like that. Take some more hot glue and run a bead of glue just down the left side. Oh, get off there. And then we just take it and bring your right side in and put your left side with the glue on top of the outside of that and just press it together. Of course, be careful, hot glue is hot. All right, so there we have our second hat. And you're gonna have glue strings everywhere. So there's that. So I'll just set those aside for now. The next step is we want to take our fun fur. Now I want to give you a little hint with cutting fun fur. You don't want to just take a pair of scissors and cut it like this, because if you do, you're going to cut the strands, especially if you have a bigger piece. So like if I were to take this piece here and start cutting it, I wouldn't want to cut it like this, because then I'm going to cut all the hairs off. The best thing to do is to turn it over. I'll do it on this one here. So turn it over, and you'll see on the back of the fun fur, it's kind of got a hard surface there. You can use an X-Acto knife, a sharp knife, something like that. So I have this little blade here. It's supposed to work like this, but in this case I'm going to use it like this. And what you want to do is you want to take your blade and you want to cut through this harder material, but not far enough that you're going through the front of the hair where the fur is, okay? So hopefully you can see this. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it, kind of pulling on it to make it tight, and then start cutting. And just using a little bit of pressure to cut through those strings, like that. One more to go here. There we go. So I'm going to put this on here so I don't cut myself. So now you can pull it apart. Now when you do that, you're going to have some stray stuff. Just take your fingers and just pull it out. And then that. So basically what I did is I cut, I don't know, about an inch, a little better than an inch, I guess, a square of fun fur for each one of my little gnomes. Like now, this little wooden disc is probably, I don't know, an inch, inch and a half. Let me get a measuring tape. All right, so my little wooden disc is an inch and a half across by about 2 inches. Okay, and so my little pieces of fun fur are about an inch by an inch, something like that, right around that area, and it'll work just fine. Okay, so now we're getting all our pieces ready. We've got our hats ready, we've got our beards ready, we've got our bases ready. I think we're ready. We can start constructing one of these little gnomes. So what I do is I take one of the hat, and you want the seam to be at the back, right? So the seam is at the back of the little ornament. So then what I did is I just took some hot glue, hopefully you can see this, and I just put a fair dollop of glue in there. And then you take your disc, whatever it is you're using, and just put it inside and just kind of push the hat around, pull it down on the sides, get it so that the hat is on there the way you want it. Push it on the back, make sure that the glue is stuck to whatever it is you're using, but you need to be able to still get in here. Okay, you still need to be able to get in here because we have to put his fur in there and his nose. Okay, so I'll show you that one more time. So with the seam at the back, just going to take some hot glue and put a fair amount in there. I put a couple squeezes of my glue gun in there. Take your disc and put it inside, and then put the hat on. Be careful because the hot glue does kind of seep through the felt, so it can get warm. Okay, so there is our little hat with the hole that we can still put our fun fur and our noses on. Okay, so the next step is to put the fun fur on. So how we do that, take your glue gun, hopefully you can see this, put some glue inside there, and then take your fun fur, and with the fur facing out, kind of grab it and just kind of shove it in there and make sure you get it in that glue. So kind of shove it in there. You can work it around a bit with the hat. Make sure the glue is in there. You're going to get glue on yourself, so be prepared. Okay? Alright, so like I was saying, just make sure that you get your fun fur in the glue. Okay? And you can kind of tug it around a bit, get it the way you want it. Alright, so now I'll show you the same thing on this one, being as I'm doing 2 of them here. So we'll get some glue inside here. We're going to take our fun fur with the fur part hanging out. I'm going to shove this in here. Okay, and again, we're just going to smooth this around. Pull your fun fur out. Okay, and again, don't glue all the way to the top because we still have to put the nose in there, remember. You can do it one of 2 ways. You can put the glue in there and then put the nose in, or I like to take the bead or the little wooden thing and put a dollop of glue on here, and then pull my hat up and then put the nose in. So now, because I'm using beads, I want to make sure that mine's far enough up that the holes from the beads aren't going to be noticeable. So I'm just kind of pushing it up and pulling the little hat down. There. See, isn't it cute? Anyway, yes. And again, we'll do the same with this one. Okay. and get my glue gun and my bead and get a dollop of glue on there. Pull the hat up, put the nose in, and just arrange it how you want it. Oh, I forgot to pull that glue off there. He's got a bit of glue on his nose. Oh well. All right. There we go. There we go. And yes, you're gonna have fun for everywhere, just so you know. All right, so our next step with our little gnomes is just to decorate them up. You can use some Christmas ornaments. You can use, like I'm doing, just some little type of little beady things or little flowers. These are just little flowers. So all I'm doing is I'm just putting a little tiny bit of glue on the hat. You don't need very much because it's not going to have any, goodness, any pressure or anything on it, so it's just basically enough to hold it on there. Okay, so you got your little bit of glue and then just stick it on there. All right, there's the one. And oh no, I dropped it on the floor. Hold on. I found it. All right. So stick that on there. And get all the glue off. And basically your little gnome is done. There he is. Aren't they cute? They're so easy to do. They're so quick and easy. You could do this with kids. You just have to obviously have an adult to cut the fun fur apart, and of course the glue gun. You probably could use regular glue, I guess. I don't know. I just think hot glue gun is easier because it's quick and easy, and they're done. They're ready to go. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial on the little gnomes. Bring up all three of them here so you can see them. There we go. Anyways, like I was saying, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If you do happen to make some, please, I would love to see them. Go and share them on my Facebook page, Krista's So Crafty. I would love to see them. Thank you and have a great day. Bye for now.